Next time on Highway Thru Hell. Oh! A load of pipes and a power pole.
Yikes.
Has Kelly in a tight spot.
Catastrophic failure.
Then
If you make a mistake here, you're going down.
a rough mountain road
Ooh.
leads Jamie
Steep, eh?
to a high-angle job. And Al
The more loads that come, the stranger they get.
races a storm
Everything could go wrong.
to push a massive convoy up the Coke.
She's pretty windy around Chilliwack. If you're dead heading eastbound out here, that wind's gonna get your attention.
In BC's Fraser Valley, high winds and sub-zero temperatures have caught locals off guard.
Holy, she's a howling here.
Generally, the Fraser Valley doesn't get a lot of snow, but this winter it's like being on the prairies.
For Jamie Davis Heavy Rescue, the tough weather's only added to the busy start at his new base in the valley.
We set up shop there in Chilliwack, and it's getting busier and busier, and there's lots and lots of opportunity out there.
Big storm hit out here, but you never know what to expect on a job like this.
This morning, the brutal conditions have Jamie's brother Kelly
Kind of makes you feel like you're out in the Arctic tundra, eh?
looking for a lost wreck on a country road.
Just heading over to do a recovery on a heavy piece of equipment, not sure what it is.
This winter, my brother Kelly is helping us out on some jobs. I can rely on him, get or none, that's him.
Here we go. Looks like a big load of pipe up there.
A semi hauling a full load of pipeline has slid off the road.
How the heck's it going?
I do got delivered it today, so
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
to get it out, right?
Yeah.
Basically, it was just sheer ice, so he touched his brakes, and the truck didn't make the corner at all.
Nice.
Right up against a pole, the trailer's jackknifed, the truck's half on a ditch in a precarious angle.
Yikes.
This is a tough one. The problem here is we've got the landing gear dropped right on the road, so the road's frozen. When we go to just pull back on him, that'll rip that landing gear right off. So we're gonna try and do it without damaging his trailer at all. I wanna lift his back tires up onto the land, then I'm able to pull the whole unit back. We're gonna have to lift with one line, and then I'm gonna do a low pull to get underneath so we don't cut the guy's trailer up. I'm just getting this one line into position and tugged up. Deep ditches out here. We got a culvert here to worry about. The tires or the axles can get caught on that, and we could rip parts out of his truck. I might even get blown away.
The wind chill, the blowing snow, the wind is strong enough that it can actually blow a man right across the road.
Showtime.
The entire load weighs more than 100,000 pounds. Pushing Kelly and his 50-ton record right to the edge.
You know, any of our lines could potentially break.
Can't believe this, man. The road's starting to break away, and it's right over that culvert. So yeah, that thing could just pummel right into the ground. Those straps could break. We got live wires going on, so a number of things could happen. Catastrophic failure.
On the Highway Thru Hell, closure is not an option. Away from the storm, 40 miles east.
I haven't been up here in a long time.
Jamie heads up a Forest Service road near Harrison Lake to tackle a job a local operator couldn't finish.
He's called us to give him a hand on the East Lake Road of Harrison. Yeah, we're on the gravel now.
Jamie's also brought backup.
Everything okay back there, Paris?
His cousin, Paris.
Hey, James. Pretty good here.
It's also the first time Jamie's taken his newest classic record, the Python, off-road.
Everything's hanging up there.
Yeah, pretty bumpy ride, eh?
I feel like I'm riding a Bronco here.
Looks like there's been an avalanche here and the road's been opened again, but that's another issue we gotta watch here too is, you know, falling rock. This is a big area. Ooh. Quite a ways down. Forest Service roads aren't maintained like a regular highway. You gotta be really aware of your surroundings and aware of what you're doing. You know, we're hanging on the side of a rocky mountain edge here, so if you make a mistake here and you get too close to the edge, you're going down.
We're gonna stop around the corner here, so.
Okay. Now where it is, right there?
Yeah.
Jamie gets his first look. A pickup truck, 70 feet down.
So it's hung up on a log.
Well, it's hung up on a rock or something there, right?
A boulder wedged under the truck. Put the job on hold.
The whole back end is actually resting in the air, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The pickup was coming down the mountain road when it hit an icy curve and barreled down the bank, landing on the rock.
Is this the owner here?
Yeah. It was crazy. First time on a dirt road. We just came around this corner over here and lost control, fishtailed out, and tried to correct it, and it just went over the edge.
I don't think we're gonna be able to pull it sideways. It'll roll over on itself, right?
Uh-huh.
The big rock is really the big issue here.
Back down in the valley.
Well, this way it'll keep us away from the power lines.
Kelly is in a battle with a pipeline truck in a tight spot.
It's not going good. We're getting closer to that culvert, which I don't like. Some of the lines go and the road lets go. Kind of worried about it if it's going to flip nose deep.
Can't believe this, man.
See, the road's already starting to give way from the weight.
But Kelly has another problem. A power pole is less than a foot away from the tractor.
We got live wires going on, so.
That possibility of it sliding into that power pole is probably about 80% if it wasn't pulled properly. It's a scary deal.
I want to get away from that pole.
Kelly comes up with a new plan.
I'm going to rig up down this side, and we're going to pull them sideways up.
Working from the driver's side of the wreck, Kelly will run 2 lines to the frame, and with the help of the trucker, try to steer his rig around the pole.
You could hear the electricity crackling through the air. and you know it's just looking for a way to get to the earth to ground out. It's something you want to think about. You have to think on your feet. You have to know how you're going to attack the job.
Now we got 2 lines. Time to drag her.
Kelly must stand in a blind spot
I don't know.
to work his winch lines, unable to see how close the wreck comes to the pole.
It's kind of tough. You can't see what you're dealing with.
I'm gonna pull you back, keep your wheels cranked to the left, and kind of keep a look for me in the mirror. No, hard over, hard over. Oh! Little bit more!
In the Fraser Valley,
Hard over, hard over.
Kelly Davis is trying to recover a 100,000-pound wreck,
Oh!
inches away from a utility pole.
I don't know. I just hope by the tow lords that that whole thing moves sideways up the ditch. And away from that hole.
That truck could have slipped into that hole and gone up against that power line. And then you've got live wires jumping all over a steel load. That's the biggest fear I had.
Turn your wheel to the right!
With help from the driver,
To the right, hard!
Kelly has to gently guide the rig backwards.
Hit your tractor only! We got live wires. This is pretty intricate.
Until finally, it's past the pole.
Okay, straighten your wheel out. Okay, cut it to the right. Good, straighten it out. Let it have a wind. Try to back up and see what you can do. Okay, good. That's a win, baby. Now that's hooking at its best. And I didn't need another guy doing this or that. I just did it myself.
To go out there and be able to do a tricky recovery like this without anybody else, it's a big thumbs up.
Kelly got the job done.
Looks like they might be pulling that truck up. Be careful on a couple of the turns there, eh?
On the Forest Service Road near Harrison Lake,
I think we should pull it that way and just be on an angle.
Jamie is planning his next move
It looks like a big rock.
to recover a pickup truck 70 feet down a steep slope.
I'm gonna try to pull it that way. I think what'll happen is it'll just go over top of it. One of the biggest challenges is getting the unit off the big rock.
The wreck wouldn't budge for a local operator and his 4-ton truck.
Do you want me to put a stable line on it so it doesn't roll over?
But you can have tension on that side.
Jamie and Paris have brought some extra muscle to finish the job. Jamie's 22-ton Python is perfect for the recovery, but he needs to avoid blocking the active logging road.
Yeah, you never know, we might get a log truck.
Oh, they fly through here.
I know.
Yeah.
Coming around this corner here right now.
Sounds like there's a truck coming. I hear a semi. You'd think a logging road is actually not very busy, but in fact, there's lots of business going up and down this road. Can they get by okay?
Python on one side and the 4-ton on the other. The two wreckers will try to slide, then slingshot the pickup off the rock and up to the road.
Steep, eh?
I'll go over, James. You just hang out here.
I'm not a heights guy. I get close to the edge and I get a little nervous. I'm like, ooh, get back from that.
Ah! Makes it easier on an old fat guy.
Harris takes one for the team
Careful.
to rig onto the wreck.
You're on the axle. I enjoy giving Jamie a hand. You know, I don't have a problem helping out my cousin. I'm ready.
Okay. I'll put the boom out and up, give it a little bit of lift.
The Python has a lot of the old school, and it combines that with hydraulic capability. It's a 22-ton truck on a single axle. So a little more manual labor, but it does a lot of work.
Okay, here it comes. Anything? You pulling too?
I got locked on it.
The rock is still hanging onto the wreck.
Everything has limitations, and a guy needs to know when, hey, I'm pushing it. You know, enough's enough. Know when to stop.
Okay, we better do something else.
Now you wonder why I was having trouble, eh?
Biggest issue here is really being hung up on the rock. You know, you can't move the rock. Hang on, let me put the jacks down.
Jamie plants the Python's outrigger
Okay, we'll try it again.
to stabilize the wrecker for a more secure pull.
We've got the truck sideways to the load. We're keeping the lane open, so using side legs, we can actually stabilize the tow truck so we can complete the recovery.
Slow but sure, eh?
There it goes.
Wow. So it's away from the rock now, eh?
Yeah.
The next challenge here is really getting it back on the road and up the steep bank.
Coming.
Careful, careful.
Holy moly.
There it goes.
Wow.
High up above Harrison Lake,
Holy moly.
Jamie is testing the limits of his vintage Python wrecker.
Wow.
On a 70-degree slope.
These original old school wreckers really are recovery brutes. They pull till the cows come home.
Hanging like a yo-yo.
With Jamie's 22-ton and the 4-ton working together,
I'll get it just up and over and we'll stop, eh?
the wreck is finally up the bank.
I'll let you start taking it your way.
Okay. He's gonna get onto the front end. So we're gonna put a block in his line, and as he's pulling up the front end, I'll boom down and basically turn it right around, and then he can hook it up and take it away.
You just want to use a single?
Well, let's put a low line too. It's coming good.
There we go, that's what I was after.
Okay, we're good. Kind of fun to be doing recovery work out in the mountains like this. Out of the office, we're having fun.
The Python did a wonderful job. I love my old school trucks.
Thanks a lot for giving us a hand out here on this one.
Yeah, no problem.
This is really, really cool. One of the best things that could happen to me is to get a call like this and go up the mountainside and winch all day long and just winch myself around in circles, and that's what I did.
The plows are working north now, guys. About an hour ago, there was all rain, and in a couple of seconds, it turned.
By 10 p.m. on the Coquihalla Highway.
Yeah, we're blocked just below the shed here. Is Gord around? Yes, Gord is around here.
Acquiring Towing's Gord Boyd is back on the mountain.
Oh, we got another one spun out.
Gord's behind the wheel of the same 50-ton wrecker he's operated for years.
I've been driving this truck now for about 7.5 years. 800,000 clicks, 18,000 hours. Starting to get a little tired. Starter off in the basement, lock everything in.
Every truck has had its time, and that truck is beginning to be a lot like a hand grenade with no pin in it.
Oh, there he goes.
And that truck there, it's time to let her go.
It's Gord's last night in the tandem wrecker.
Probably 110,000 pounds total weight. Fight to get up this hill.
In those critical conditions on storm protocol, you need to have reliable equipment.
It's killing me.
So it's important that we change out Gord's old truck for a new one so we have that reliability.
I hope the new one's as good as this one is.
Gord's truck may be ready for retirement. But Al Quiring's powerful wrecker has more battles left in it.
We're just going to help an oversized load up over the snow shed corridor.
At the base of the mountain, near the town of Hope, Al is dispatched to a massive job. A 300,000-pound generator.
This move is an A-game move. There's only one chance to get through that corridor. It's another day on the Coquihalla. The more loads that come, the stranger they get.
The oversized load is 164 feet long and 22 feet wide.
Morning, Al.
Good morning.
You can't take a chance with a commodity like this. Everything involved here is probably well over $5 million. Get her, Al.
But tonight, Al and his wrecker will not be pulling.
Whoop.
I'm going to be at the back end pushing.
He's gonna push off the wishbone here, you bet. There's our driver. Oh, we'll get him hooked up.
A tractor will tow the colossal load up the coke, while Al adds more power from the rear.
We're going to be using double trucks. Only responsibility that I've got at the back is give them the throttle when they want it and give them an anchor when they need to slow down.
Is everybody ready to roll?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go to work, boys.
The heavyweight convoy is also under a time permit.
How about it, Al? You on this one?
Yeah, copy.
They need to make it to the city of Kamloops, 115 miles away, and get off the coke before dawn.
Just go off to your right, Trey. Stay away from the streetlights. Gotcha.
We're putting a load of horsepower on the front bumper, pushing this load up the hill. Good trick? is not to push harder than he's pulling so we don't send that trailer for a loop-de-loop.
As the convoy climbs the Coke,
Temperature is dropping kind of as we speak.
freezing rain starts to pour. And higher up the road, there could be snow.
Temperatures are sitting around 0. They're almost putting that chain up light on pretty soon. She ain't gonna stay this good for a while.
If the convoy is stopped at the chain-up, the hill is too steep for the heavy load to get moving again.
We're going to be coming through there with like several hundred tons of transformer, and on that big grade, you're not going to get lifted off. There's a strong chance of getting stopped on the hill and unable to get going again. The last thing the highways department wants is that thing in the middle of the road. If they have the chain-up lights on at Box Canyon, we're in for a real problem.
Al Quiring is pushing a massive convoy up the Coke
Oh, she ain't gonna stay this good for a while.
before mountain weather makes it impossible.
If they have the chain-up lights on at Box Canyon, we're in for a real problem. Everything could go wrong. Oh, everything.
If the mandatory chain-up lights are on, traffic will come to a crawl and bring the oversized load to a halt.
That's where that mountain corridor starts getting into the high elevation. The important thing is that we don't get stopped.
All right, they're out. Here we go.
Zipping right along, 300,000 pounds, clipping along at like 80. When the chain-up lights come on, traffic starts backing up. And any vehicles blocking this, it's just going to be a game stopper.
This is it right here.
As the convoy arrives at Box Canyon, the chain-up lights are off.
So we're good. We're on the road. That's the important thing.
You just let us know when you see this snow shed, and then we'll shift over to the left side.
It's coming up to the snow shed.
The snow shed has a height clearance of 16.5 feet.
As high as that thing is, we've only got this much to clear. So we need every inch going through that snow shed.
It's not Al's usual role on the Coke, but tonight, he's happy to play push truck.
Just along for the ride.
Everybody gonna go for a time being there, Al?
Yeah, we're going to 10-4. Only a couple more poles and then we're in Kamloops.
Just after midnight, the convoy reaches its destination.
Hey, put on your rotators now there, Al.
With time to spare.
We'll be stopping here over the right side. Yeah, that's pretty good right there, you betcha.
We made it, one piece. Right on. I'll get unpinned and we're on to the next one. You got to hit the hill right. You got to have the right momentum, the right combination of gears, and you got to have the right operators above all.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, you bet. We made her, no problem.
Appreciate it.
Excellent. I'll see you again, Danny.
You can depend on Ella. You bet your boots. He's a good guy, man.
10-4. See you again.
You betcha, partner.
They know that when the green truck is at the back, there's never going to be a problem. It's just another day in the office for me.
You guys have a good trip the rest of the way.
The next morning,
We be trucking.
Gord Boyd brings his wrecker back to the acquiring yard for the last time.
I put 700,000 kilometers on this truck. This thing's gotten around. I've been driving the same truck now for about 8 years. First week I got into this truck, I picked a loaded cement mixer, 110,000 pounds, off of a probably 12 to 13% grade, and this thing didn't even grunt. Fell in love with the truck that day. It was just like, oh. So many memories.
Gord and his wrecker have tackled some epic jobs together.
Get this thing loaded and get it out of here.
From heavy recovery to tough tow-ups.
Oh, come on.
They've been through it all.
Just like that.
Now, it's time to say goodbye.
I mean, seriously, this is a hell of a piece of equipment. You're gonna miss this old girl. Battle scars up and down this thing. We've knocked all the paint off this thing for a reason. There's been a lot of trucks on the back of this thing. Yeah, and she's been a good truck. It's hard to let go of a good truck. It's like a good horse. You know, you just don't want to let him go.
But Gord has to move on.
Yeah.
He's got a flight to catch to pick up a brand new custom-built truck.
So long, old girl.
Jamie Davis, pickup heading up there. Jamie!
In the town of Hope, someone else is getting a new set of wheels.
I don't know what Jamie's doing with that pickup.
I just picked up the new boss truck.
Jamie's stepson, Brandon, is delivering a new truck to the yard.
Jamie will like that. He hasn't seen it yet, and for him, a new truck, that's his Christmas.
For the last 3 winters, Jamie has driven his own special edition pickup truck.
Yeah, I'm Santa today. Coming in the big red sleigh.
Jamie's about to get his first look at his new boss truck.
Ooh, look at that.
Nice.
Picked up my new ride.
Yeah, not too bad, eh? Oh yeah, it's a good looking truck.
The old Tunder's got a lot of miles on it now, eh?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, time for a new one. We use the Tunders for all kinds of things. To go off-road, winch something out with them, boosting, flagging. They become a real workhorse in our program. You see the metal flake in there?
Oh yeah.
That's what made me fall in love with this color. It pops in the sunlight. In our business, there's always a cycling in and out of equipment. I'm having a great day. Couldn't get any better.
"600 miles northeast. At a shop in Edmonton, Alberta,
I'm about to pick up my new truck.
Gord's about to meet his new ride.
I've been towing now for 36 years. This is the first time I've been given a brand new heavy record. Well, well, well. Isn't that pretty? Well, well, well. Isn't that pretty?
For the first time in his career,
Now that is sweet.
Gord Boyd is about to get the keys to a brand new heavy wrecker.
Wow, that's a beast. Very nice truck. Man, oh man, oh man. This is what I call a wrecker. This is not a tow truck, this is a wrecker.
With 50 tons of pulling power, Gord's now the proud operator of a Vulcan V100 hydraulic wrecker.
Oh man.
Hey, Gord.
Joel?
How you doing?
Good, man, thank you.
Technician Joel Lefebvre is on hand to show Gord around the $600,000 truck.
I'm liking this.
Yeah, pretty good looking truck.
I'm liking this.
This is not a cookie cutter truck. This truck is completely custom built, right from the axles up.
Control box, yeah. Oh, hey, I like that. Two-speed switches.
Two-speed winches.
Which for each one?
For each winch, yeah.
Which are nice. Ah.
All those flash.
Those are nice. That's a good idea.
When you hit the beacons, it's going to make it that much safer at night.
When it comes to motors, that's the one to have. 550 horse at 2,000 RPM, 2,050 foot-pounds of torque. Look at this. Look at how balanced that is. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I love this. Well, let's have a look at the inside. Oh, nice. What do we got here?
For your backup cameras. So you got right side, left side, eh?
Oh, cool. Nice.
Well, should we flash her up?
Oh, cool. Damn, that's cool. Thanks, Joel.
Thanks, Gord.
Really appreciate what you've done. Absolutely awesome job. We'll just hope Al approves.
Yeah.
It's time to take this baby home and put it to work.
Gord heads west to bring the newest truck in the acquiring fleet home.
My family's business, they see the opportunity to invest with a good piece of equipment and a good driver. It's going to take us for the next 10 years.
Oh, this thing feels nice.
Nothing like a new truck. You get the new truck smell, there's no rattles, everything works the way it's supposed to.
I feel pretty confident about this thing. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna like this truck.
In British Columbia,
Downpour there in Gridlock.
heavy rain has hit the Fraser Valley.
Gonna make the river go up, that's for sure.
Jamie's new boss truck is on its way to a job.
I'm excited.
But it's not Jamie behind the wheel.
It's a beautiful day. It's almost shorts weather.
Gord Lundeen is in Jamie's new ride.
I'm taking the Tundra because another one of our drivers has my truck.
Right now, we're headed to go help a tandem flatbed, and he's stuck in a mud pit, so we're gonna take the Tundra and see what it can do.
Oh, we got the shiny one.
New operator Curtis had just arrived at a farm when he got stuck.
What do you say there, bud?
Well, we're a little lodged. We got this, right? You just tell me we got this.
We got this.
We got this.
Curtis is a new guy that I put the word out for Jamie to hire him, and so now he's giving him a shot.
Come and look what we got going on here.
Yeah, I'd say you're stuck.
Every wheel's sunk in the mud. The field's muck, and he ain't going nowhere.
So we're sinking fast.
Yeah, I'd say you're stuck.
Little, right?
Yeah.
On a muddy farm near Chilliwack, BC.
I don't know.
A new operator has bogged down.
Our mission is to get it out of here in one piece.
Curtis was about to haul away a vintage flat deck when his own modern truck got stuck.
I think it's going to be a good pull, that's for sure.
Gord's brought Jamie's new pickup to help the 21,000-pound flat deck out of the mud.
The new Tundra has a winch on the back end, so I can actually do a recovery with it. Oh, there we go. We're gonna double it up. We're gonna hook to underneath and put a snatch block on there so we get a lot more strength out of it. Gonna block the wheels so it'll stop dragging. Give it a little bit more braking power. If you want to hop in your truck, yeah, just give it a little bit of juice and
see if we can just inch it out.
One sec. Let it get tight. Okay.
This is a big tank stuck.
There you go. Almost. Oh, no. Man, this thing probably weighs like 5-6 times the weight of this Tundra. Yeah. Ease it.
With a little winching.
There we go.
And a little throttle.
It's coming. Look at that. Oh, he's out. That's it.
Gord and Curtis are back in business.
We're out. Because we gotta pull that guy out.
Now Curtis can get back to the job he came for.
There we go.
Hopefully Jamie doesn't see this truck. He'll want it.
Hauling a vintage tow truck out of the field.
Okay. Now the games begin. Yeah. Yeah.
By 8 p.m.,
the treasure's worth it in the end.
The old flat deck.
That's good.
And the new one.
Okay, in the garage we go with that one.
Are on their way.
Thanks for all your help,
Always, man. Have a good night, huh?
Yeah.
Talk to you soon. I'm glad I could help Curtis. Nothing got broken, and, you know, we got her done.
"10 miles west in the Fraser Valley."
Oh, this thing feels nice.
Gord Boyd is nearly home in his new ride.
I've almost got it broken in. Almost made friends with this truck. There's nothing like that crisp feel of the transmission. Everything is tight. Yeah, this is gonna be its parking spot from now on. Everything is the way it should be. 650 miles in one day, 13 hours, that's a good day. I cannot wait to get up tomorrow morning and look out and see that thing sitting there.
It's a passion every tow operator shares.
My truck, I've had it now 12 years, and we're all kind of old school, so it's one of those things where you're out on the highway, you want to have something reliable, definitely.
She's a finely tuned instrument, and I really love operating that heavy wrecker. In the right hands, there's not going to be a recovery job out there that you won't be able to do.
I love my old trucks, but it's still the same basic equipment that they've used in the history of big machines. And yeah, it's old school, but they do the job and they do the work.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
I can't even imagine.
A massive rescue
We need the big tow truck up here now.
Okay, come on, come on, come on.
Becomes a mammoth recovery.
Okay, I'm not happy here.
And a race against time.
Crack this thing down.
This time on Highway Thru Hell.
I can't even imagine.
A massive rescue.
We need the big tow truck up here now.
Okay, come on, come on, come on.
Becomes a mammoth recovery.
Okay, I'm not happy here.
And a race against time.
We have a storm kicking up.
Just crack this thing down.
Bunch of snow, eh? Hopefully the sun comes out today and melts all that stuff on the road.
This road today is very, very slick. Everything that fell onto the ground snow-wise, it's all gone into a solid sheet of compact ice.
Just outside Hope, BC, Sheldon German makes his daily run up the narrow and winding Highway 3.
The hills, the weather, the corners, you add that all up together and it's just the perfect nightmare.
Just be careful. That is a bad section, all right.
The Coke and Highway 3 are totally different animals. Highway 3 has all kinds of dangers to it. Steep hills, winding corners, and huge drop-offs.
Your day can go to hell, just like that. It doesn't take much to go 1,000 feet down on some of these corners. No one will find you. Ambulance coming right now.
On the Highway Thru Hell, closure is not an option.
Dispatch checking Charlie 2.
Dispatch Charlie 2 is going to be out of vehicle to do another quick check.
11 a.m.
Search and rescue crew was out looking for somebody and they couldn't find them.
Jamie Davis responds to an urgent call on Highway 3.
I just heard from search and rescue that the vehicle has been located for Road Oak Flats eastbound. They're just making their way down to it.
A missing driver and his truck have just been found 20 miles southeast of Hope.
Apparently a truck went over.
So we'll see when we get there, but obviously pretty serious.
Chip truck rolled or something up by Manning.
Colin, he'll be up here ahead of us. He went tearing out of the yard there, give him a hand.
Jamie's lead operator, Colin McLean, is already on scene.
Where do you want it?
Oh my God.
This thing's a few hundred feet away from the road, a few hundred feet down. I just see a mangled mess.
The driver has been trapped in the semi for almost 2 days.
One of the reasons he wasn't found right away is because he didn't take out any no posts. Concrete barriers were all intact. The GPS doesn't work that well in that area.
We think it rolled over a couple days ago. We stocked it of an alert, but he is pinned in the truck.
Search and rescue crews have been on site for an hour.
Are we ready to do this? Yeah. Okay, we'll start getting down.
Preparing to remove the driver.
How you doing there?
Guy's been in that thing for 2 days. I can't even imagine. When I hear the driver's still alive, it was a big, overwhelming feeling. Absolutely a miracle that this guy's still alive.
I made the trailer and the cab tied off.
I could come up with the other truck and get on the back end.
Yeah.
Colin and Jamie run lines to stabilize the wreck 200 feet down.
We're just gonna back in here. Colin's got a couple of lines on.
We have at least 35 people working to save this guy's life right now. We want to make sure that the people that are rescuing the individual are going to be safe.
All we're doing is assisting search and rescue by holding this rig up so that it doesn't slide further down and put their lives at risk.
With winch lines in place, crews work to cut the driver out.
Search and rescue crews are working on the bottom of that unit.
They've done quite a bit of work on the cab to cut the driver free. And they brought out Gridlock Search and Rescue to pull him up by rope.
I am very shocked to be seeing what's going on right now.
Fellow company driver Ryan Robertson can only watch and hope.
My heart goes out because I'm just putting myself in his position right now. The good news is that he's alive and he's conscious, so he's talking. Hope everything works out and he will be fine.
But the driver's legs are pinned, complicating efforts to cut him out.
They've cut away pretty much most of the back of the tractor. The problem is how bad of a crush zone he's in.
Shifting the cab would give rescue crews better access. But all of Jamie and Colin's winch lines are in use, holding on to the wreck.
We don't want to disconnect where we are right now. The bank is very unstable. Boy, what are you thinking, James?
Dude, just trying to come up with some ideas. He's right there, right underneath him. Unbelievable.
It's very frustrating to be there and see this going on and being involved in it and realize there's nothing you can do.
No matter what we do here, it seems to be he's just in the wrong spot, right?
How you doing? Awesome, buddy. Right here still. I think we need all the trucks we got on that.
Mm-hmm.
We almost need another truck here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know who might be the closest truck is Mission.
Search and rescue requests a third truck.
We're calling in another wrecker, sort of pick up that one driver's side a little bit.
As the rescue effort stretches into dusk, Jamie's mechanic, Brian Rash, brings more fuel for the wreckers.
Holy... My God, that's a long ways down.
This rescue is a major urgency.
And these guys had to go, like, without a moment's notice. So I'm here to give the trucks a drink.
I'm bringing you some fuel, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate that. This was an emergency, go, go, go. And
There's a guy's life hanging in the balance.
The added fuel will allow Colin to power the wrecker's light tower.
There we go.
We need the big tow truck up here now.
By 6:30 p.m., the third wrecker from Mission Towing is on scene.
Come on back.
Winch lines from the added wrecker will be used to shift the cab to try to get the driver out.
They're free-wheeled. Okay. We're gonna run a couple of lines there. We have the chains rigged up already.
Reach out over top of the truck and lift it up a little bit.
Driver's side, just pull it tight.
What are you guys seeing?
Getting a little.
I see some crush going away.
The cab has shifted, but not enough to extract the driver.
What tranny is this?
I'm gonna guess an 18-speed auto shift.
What, take the tranny out?
I think our next plan will be is to pull the tranny and go in through the floor.
Search and rescue will try a drastic move. Pull the transmission to access the part of the cab that's pinning the driver's legs.
The cab had folded around, and the only way to cut him out of there is to remove the transmission. Now, taking a transmission out of a big truck, upside down, 200 feet down, that's no easy job.
9 hours into the rescue.
You guys got Dusty on site here. Do you need him down there?
Local heavy mechanic Dusty Smith will attempt to pull the 1,000-pound transmission out.
That's something I've never seen in my whole career. And the clock is ticking.
Hey, Colin!
Yeah!
Tighten up your tractor line a little bit. Take the slack out.
On Highway 3, a life hangs in the balance. Heavy rescue trucks hold the wreck steady as search and rescue works to extract the driver.
He's been trapped in the vehicle for 48 hours. We really need to get this guy out of there quickly.
Everybody's working feverishly to do everything they can to get him out.
A mechanic is trying to remove the transmission so they can pull the driver out.
Running out of fuel.
Oh, what is going on?
The light went out.
Why now?
The slope caused one diesel tank to run dry.
Hang on! Come on!
Under their own lights, the rescue operation continues. But Brian works fast.
Come on!
To get the light tower up and running.
Jamie, go ahead to the light tower.
It's on. Right there. There you go.
Back in business.
Good, that's all I care right there.
And a bit of a lineup.
10 hours in.
I came through there last night, never saw a sign of anything.
News of the rescue has spread in the lineup on Highway 3.
The guy is still inside there.
My heart goes out to him and his family. This is the risk we run running these roads.
Yeah, I've been in there for 2 days now.
By 9 p.m.,
We're definitely in a very critical stage here right now, but nobody's gonna give up.
Give him a little tug.
crews have nearly removed the transmission.
Well, hold it. You want to cut these wires here?
There you go.
Anything else holding it?
I
think we're good.
Yeah, I think that's it.
The 1,000-pound unit is out.
Okay.
Hold it there, hold it there. The transmission is out, we have access to the floor.
But I've never, ever heard of anybody pulling a transmission at the side of the road. They're sawing and cutting away around the floorboard to relieve the pressure on his leg so he can get free.
Oh.
See how that boot's getting stuck? That's the only thing holding him in. Everything else is moving.
Side cutters.
Oh, feels loose, you guys. There it is.
Okay, we got it.
Oh my God.
You got him?
Yep.
After a 12-hour rescue,
Team up top, let's get people ready on the ropes and rig in here.
Yeah, copy that.
the driver is free.
Pull up, please.
Definitely a rewarding moment when search and rescue.
We're halfway up the hill.
You know, definitely a good feeling.
After sitting here for almost 2 days, upside down, you know, it's an amazing thing that he's alive. Search and rescue volunteers, it's a Class A group. Imagine all the people they've helped and saved all over the years. It's actually a bit emotional to think about. You know, search and rescue and the people that have devoted their time to do this job. And these volunteers put so much effort and care into helping people like this. Good job.
The driver's in serious condition with internal injuries.
Right. Yeah, we got the tranny out, cut a hole, reached in, turned his foot.
Wow.
Got him out.
Wow.
The occupant of the vehicle, he's conscious, and he's not going to have to spend a third night.
For Jamie's crew, it's been an emotional night.
This is just Colin's first season. What's he gonna be like in 15 years?
Yeah, you know what? I can't. I just want to put this one behind me. Get it out of the ditch tomorrow. And this one I just want to put behind me as fast as I possibly can. Emotionally, this wreck really has affected me. This one's gonna stick with me for quite a while.
The next morning,
We're heading up to the wreck site from last night's extrication.
Jamie and his crew head up Highway 3 for what could be one of the toughest recoveries in years.
Call for 25 centimeters of snow up there.
Today's forecast threatens the entire operation.
You want to hammer down the hell out of here quick?
Jamie has put Colin in charge of the job.
Yesterday left me pretty shaken. I really want to get this wreck out of the ditch and get it over with.
It's a complex recovery that will take 3 heavy wreckers to pull off.
We're gonna position the trucks. We're gonna throw a bunch of lines on it. We're all gonna go fishing.
The B train will be Colin's biggest challenge in his first winter in BC.
What do you think?
I don't have it's got multiple axles, 2 trailers. It's got to be close to 64 feet in length. It's a large unit to recover up that embankment.
This is probably one of the largest units that runs over the highways. A Super B train loaded with chips is a huge machine.
We still have some of the chains and stuff left on it from last night, right? Figuring we'll just drag the thing up on its side and then do the flip up here. We're gonna snatch block these up. Okay, come on, come on, come on. We got work to do.
Jamie's cousin Paris is on scene to carry rigging down the 30-degree slope.
Okay, you see where the fuel tank is?
Yeah.
There's a chain there.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show you. Good.
The embankment that we're working on is very, very steep grade. It's muddy, snowy, it's been raining, there's lots of rocks. It's just not a good place to be working.
Due to the snowfall and avalanche risk being increased to moderate, we will be piloting vehicles through the work zone.
With 10 inches of snow in the forecast and a heightened avalanche risk,
There's quite an area where there's avalanche chutes down here.
Highways has given Jamie a critical job.
It's single-lane alternating, but it's 7 kilometers, so they're using a pilot car.
Transportation authorities are worried that we'll have a backup of cars sitting right in the avalanche path. They've asked us to pilot, and that's what we're doing here.
With Jamie tied up, Colin has the B train rigged and ready to pull.
All of you, these cables are under a ton of pressure, all right? A ton.
If you hear a twang, duck.
Pretty much anywhere in between all of these lines is a danger zone.
Even with its load of wood chips scattered down the embankment, winching the empty wreck up the slope will be an enormous pull. Lines from 3 wreckers rigged to the heavily damaged B train will try to pull it 200 feet up the bank.
The strategy with the pull is slow and steady, and we're just gonna kind of all work together. My winches are a little faster. I just don't want to pull the tractor up ahead of it. I'm just...
Okay, Colin, ready?
Okay, Paris, tighten them up. A lot of weight there, boys.
The massive wreck creeps up the bank.
You're good.
But the fragile rig is falling apart.
I can start to hear things cracking and popping. I can start to see that the trailer's tearing apart.
Okay, hang on, hang on, hang on. Hold on.
On Highway 3, Colin and the crew race an incoming storm
More in the blue.
to recover a colossal wreck.
Tight. On. Hold it. Okay, hang on, hang on, hang on.
They're quite large trailers. They're very tall. They're very flimsy as well. They have no roof. There's not really a frame to them.
This truck is wrecked. It's all out of shape.
Colin needs to move the wreckers to get a better angle. But that means blocking the road.
let's reposition. Where's Jamie?
We're gonna reposition, then we're gonna require a full shutdown.
We'll get over as far as we can, and then we'll just pull it up and over.
We're moving here westbound, the lineup's moving.
Jamie pilots the last vehicles through.
We're coming down anyway, slowly.
Before a 20-minute closure starts.
We're getting her done.
To pull off the recovery,
That's gonna be close.
the wreck needs to clear the concrete barrier.
I'm kind of hoping to use the no posts as a bit of a lever to get it to a point where it'll just sort of flip over on itself.
These guys are just gonna head off to the left. John's gonna basically pull straight forward, and we pretty much got it.
With the highway shut down, Jamie's traffic duties are on hold.
We only can do a 20-minute closure,
We should have it.
so 20 minutes, so it's starting now. This is getting to the tense moment. When the units come up over a bank, that's usually the hardest part of the pull. Let's go, let's start pulling. You're 6 minutes into your 20 minutes. 6 minutes into the 20.
But Jamie spots a problem.
Is that a bad deal? Should be on the bottom end, right?
Yeah, I don't like the bottom end because it's cracking right there on the seam.
See, what you're gonna do is you're gonna flip this over on here to reposition that. You need to be low.
But it can't be on the bottom because it's breaking right there. So we gotta move it somewhere else.
I think that the guys themselves are beginning to get a little frustrated.
Just go to the bottom. It's not gonna rip.
It's ripping right here. It already has.
Okay. And it was kind of time for me to step in there, you know, being the boss and guide this thing through. You know, I see there's a hole beside that middle frame. See the hole?
I see the hole, yeah.
You know, he's been in this situation before, and it's time for me to sort of step back and do some learning.
So see his one there, that one?
Top one?
Yeah, go below the spring.
Okay.
Get that changed. We'll change this one too. Lower that one somewhere low. We had some lines hooked to the top end, which makes it want to flip over. We don't want it to flip over right now. We want to get it up on its side, up to the guardrail. And then once it gets to the barriers, then go to the high line. Okay, out and up.
Good?
Okay, we're good. Let's not waste much time here. You can start doing a little bit of pulling on your bottom end.
Good, let me in.
Stand back.
Nice and easy.
You guys doing good? Yeah, just kind of keep up with them. This one here. Blue line, blue line. Leave that one alone. It's scary. I hate that.
The trailer's just crumbling.
Jamie's 20-minute highway closure is running out.
Let's try to get it up, and then we gotta stop and open the road. Let's just keep going till you run out, okay? And if this thing blows in half, it blows in half. It's junk anyway.
Oh, Colin.
Keep going. Everybody pull till you can get to where you get, and then we're gonna open the road again. Keep going, John. Okay, hold it. Hold it. Everybody hold. That thing is a mess. So everybody resets, stops, traffic,
Yeah.
and then we'll do another closure, okay?
Are you gonna go back to piloting traffic?
Yeah.
Time to roll.
This storm's coming, and it's just getting worse, so better matter.
But moving traffic past the recovery is slowing things down.
Is your crew ready to go? Barry's Jonesing to get it on now.
Get it going now?
Freezing levels are expected to drop to sea level here.
Just do it? Okay, no problem. I'll go do that. Okay, so change of plans. Temperature is expected to drop here in the next few hours, so they want this thing out and now.
Traffic stop?
Highways wants us to make it happen.
With traffic shut down,
Jamie says pull it.
there's no time to finesse the job. The storm is bearing down, and the wreck needs to be up to the road.
We're in a high-pressure situation. We've got the road closed. I've got all this men and equipment out there. And, you know, we have to make these decisions.
Not that one, not that one. This one.
Right, wrong, or indifferent, they have to be made.
I'm too close, man. Hope it doesn't hit my truck.
Blue one.
And that's what being in charge is all about.
I'm not happy here.
Stop, stop, stop.
This is gonna roll right into me.
Okay, move ahead.
John repositions.
So the plan is right now, they're gonna try to flip this whole thing over.
But the landing zone is cramped.
Tighten up.
Colin, come on out of there. Let's come out of here. We all gotta get out of here.
We have this cliff edge on one side that the truck's on, and we basically have a rock face on the other.
Let's start winching this thing. Let's break it. And then that's gonna break. Everybody out of here. Just crack this thing down like that. Watch your other guy.
No. Hang on. It's gonna hit.
Express my concern a little bit that we're too close and it's gonna hit the truck.
You should come around the corner. Whatever happens, whatever happens.
But he's the boss, he says keep pulling, so that's what we're gonna do.
Stay on the other side, Sean.
You know, we have to do a little rip and tear here to get this job done. Don't like it. But in this case, it's more of a salvage job than it is a recovery.
Do you think it's gonna hit your truck?
Jamie, watch that line.
Whatever happens, whatever happens.
On Highway 3,
It's gonna hit.
Jamie's crew is in a race to get a 70-ton wreck up to the road. The trailers have split apart.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. My heart's beating a bit.
And a door has made contact.
Oh, there.
Best way to separate those two things were to actually use brute force of the wreckers.
Let's all get in here.
Get this out of my way.
Nobody really factored in the fact that the door would split open and come back and hit 126.
Okay, come on, keep going. Need more hands.
How much damage is to the truck?
You know, a little bit of unfortunate damage, but it's cosmetic.
What a deal that was. Poor truck.
It hit Jamie's truck.
It hit the truck?
Oh, it hit the truck. Look at the trailer.
HR 116 was also struck.
I didn't see.
Oh, I did. Things broke, everybody's fine. I'm unhappy. But whatever, nobody's hurt, so that's okay.
We're working in tight quarters here, and you know, you send your ships out to battle, and sometimes they come back with some battle scars.
With traffic backed up and a storm moving in,
They're saying snow. You can see it coming down the mountain.
Jamie's crew is running out of time.
We gotta chain this so that it doesn't move on us, right here. And then we're gonna put 2 tow trucks, one on either side of this thing. Yeah, so you're gonna go from this leg, Paris, around that leg, and then over to the hole. There's a hole up and on top.
Okay.
The rear trailer is rigged
Yeah, this will work.
to be dragged to a pullout down the road.
There we go.
We all good?
Yeah, I'm here, ready to go.
Once they go, they can't stop.
Put the 2 trucks on it and just drag it up the hill.
This is really becoming a pivotal moment in the recovery job. You know, we have the highway blocked off. It's been blocked off too long. Opening the road is job 1 here. The quicker, the better.
We have a storm kicking up again.
But the biggest part of the job,
Coming down good.
the tractor and its front trailer,
I would almost be over here.
still need to get over the concrete barrier and onto the road.
You guys should be able to manipulate this on here and then hook the front end of it up, drag it down to the first pullout, leave the back end wherever you can dump it, and then we're out of here. Highway said, look, get it done now, make it happen, because we're expecting colder temperatures and weather's imminent. He made the right call, because look what happened.
To get this truck over the no post, it's gonna take lift and pull. 1 truck on the front, 1 truck on the back. This truck weighs about 18,000 pounds, so it's a lot of weight to pull over a no post.
John, let him sit for a minute and put this up.
Up?
Boom this whole thing up.
Come up.
Yeah. Way up, high. Just go right up. There you go. Just leave that one a little slack. Leave that one a little slack.
Little slack, yeah.
Boom up. Way up.
Boom up.
Out and up. Out and up. Out, out. Go up.
No. You're going down on the fuel tank.
On the fuel tank.
Let's just be careful here. Let's just think about this.
We've got to be careful. We could have a fuel tank get ruptured.
How about we let ours down? Let your end down. Blue line down.
Blue line down.
Yeah, right, like that. Okay, good. Good. Suck the boom in. Watch those castings can break where he's pulling on. This thing's gonna come like this. It's gonna go whoop.
This is dangerous, man.
Just winch them both in now. Just everybody come out of here. That thing's gonna come flying down here, right? You might have the fiberglass. Come on, call it. Back, buddy. Stop. Hold it.
We're trying to do the backflip over the high jump here.
Be careful. We're loaded up heavy here. This is where it gets stressful.
We got to get this thing up and over the no post.
Go on ahead a little bit. Stop. Let your high line down. Okay, now a little more. Go on, slow down, John. Slow down.
The tractor is on the road,
Let's cut loose that top line.
This one, yeah, yeah.
but the trailer still straddles the no post.
Let their bottom one out a bit. Who's over there? All right, John.
This is dangerous, man.
On Highway 3, it's a rush job to clear a wreck
All right, John.
and get the road reopened.
Hook it up and get it out of here.
To dislodge the trailer from the concrete barrier, Jamie needs a new plan.
Well, we need to do an overhead lift on the trailer here because the truck's over the barriers here, but the trailer isn't. So we've got to get a winch line over top of this thing.
The trailer is lassoed with a line from the mission record.
Yeah, there it is. We're gonna go around the landing gear here, and we have to lift the trailer up, boom out, and then when he pulls ahead a little bit, the trailer will swing around and then drop it off. Hey, we're there. Hook it into there. Yeah, I've got him ready. You just lift up till you're comfortable. probably disconnect you altogether. Perfect.
The landing gear is finally over the no post.
Okay, you're clear.
This whole trailer is going to be dragged behind that tractor to the nearest pullout.
The front half of the trailer is still attached to the truck. My role is to drive forward to get it over the no post.
Stand back. It's going to hit the front of that.
But the wreck is still
Not straightening out.
putting up a fight.
This can't win.
I know, it just beating us to the ground. You know what it is? It's the front end.
Something is preventing the trailer from straightening out.
It's right here. This is what the problem is. What's happening now is the muffler on the front corner's keeping it from turning straight. So they're gonna pull it and hopefully get it by the muffler.
I'm gonna stay hooked up to the tractor. One of the other wreckers is gonna hook up to the back of the trailer.
Careful, careful.
I'm gonna slowly pull forward, and that should pull the trailer around in behind me.
Hold it. Hold it. Pull a bit. We're almost by. A little more. John, a little bit. John, a little bit.
On Highway 3, Jamie's crew clears the last piece of a massive wreck.
Keep it straight now. Okay, John.
The final step, drag the trailer and its mangled tractor to a pullout up the road.
We're almost there, and it's almost nightfall, so we're good. Okay, buddy, good job. See you back at the shop.
After the epic recovery and adrenaline-filled rescue, Jamie's crew can finally breathe.
I hear they had to cut the transmission out of the truck to get the guy out.
As we're heading down the mountain, we're definitely thinking about the driver.
He's busted up pretty good, but he's still here.
And we're just really hoping that he's going to pull through.
In critical condition, they said.
It was the most emotional wreck this winter. Dozens of people pulled together to get the driver out alive.
Looking back at the job, this has to be one of the largest rescue efforts that I've seen in all my days. Everybody did everything they possibly could to get him out of there.
The next morning, Jamie's crew is back for the final cleanup.
Today, the job is just to pick this stuff up and get it down to the yard.
The idea is just to stuff it in. What a mess. It was kind of a rough and dirty way of doing this, but there's really nothing to save here, you know?
2 days after the truck driver was rescued,
Anybody here if the guy survived in the end, or?
comes word of the driver's condition.
He didn't make it.
We get some really bad news.
It's a big letdown for everybody, and it's sad. It's very sad for his family.
It just brought everybody down. Oh, I can remember his voice and remember he was just strong. He was a strong man.
When I found out the news that the driver had passed, it hit me. It hurt. It's a tough one to swallow, that one. It still is. You know, to have him pass just hit everybody.
Tough day.
Rest in peace, driver.
This time on Highway Thru Hell.
Oh, boy.
Chaos.
Look at the cluster in that mirror.
And closure.
The Colt is a nightmare.
A massive storm
I don't know.
cripples the mountain. Colin
I gotta get through here to open this up.
fights back
This is just nuts.
to free trapped drivers. And
We don't have time to waste.
a silent killer
We gotta get out of here.
threatens from above.
Just came through. She's all white up there. Roads are getting pretty slick. She's coming down pretty heavy.
Yeah, they're calling for 77 meters over the next 24 hours.
Late winter on BC's Coquihalla Highway. And the nastiest season in years.
It don't matter which way you go today. It's snowing at every highway.
Isn't letting up.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
We're nearing the end of the winter here, but I can see everything's building up to the worst storm in years.
You know what? They're still trying to go uphill barefoot.
Yeah, Gordon, are you backing down?
Yeah, you bet.
Acquiring Towing's Gord Boyd
We don't have to be crazy to do this, but it sure has helped.
is just beginning what could be an all-out war to clear Sennies and keep the mountain highway open.
The more it piles up, the harder it is to move. Because it's wet, heavy snow.
With more than 40 inches expected over the next 24 hours, highway officials
That truck there, he spun out.
are bracing for the worst.
Right to pretty well merit. She was snowing.
Well, this stuff's pretty heavy. That hill's just going to get worse and worse and worse.
Tonight's massive storm
It's insane up here right now. Road conditions are brutal.
has drawn Colin McLean into the battle.
There's hard packed snow, there's ice underneath. It's not good up here right now.
Mother Nature is just pounding on us right now. Guys are saying that this is the worst storm they've seen in close to 15 years.
It's snowing like a bitch.
We've probably got a 10-kilometer lineup of traffic. It's insane. That's a record trying to get through so I can open this up.
Desperate to reach the wreck
Which way you going?
and get traffic moving,
That's right, up in behind them.
Colin takes matters
Come on, up over that way. Let's go, I gotta get through here to open this up.
into his own hands.
Wow. It's just unbelievable.
If we can't get that backlog cleared up pretty quick, I think we better just shut her down.
On the highway through hell, closure is not an option. It's the ugliest night on the mountain since Colin returned to work for Jamie Davis Heavy Rescue.
Are you rough? All right, buddy. Let me just pull ahead. Another day in hell.
We have a gentleman in a tractor trailer that drove himself into the snowbank to avoid rear-ending another vehicle.
Better to be here than in the back of 3 cars.
You have a pin up front?
Yeah, I got a big.
This guy's really into the snowbank. I'm gonna have to dig out the tow hooks.
We got a wall of snow, 30,000-pound load. Okay, let's give her a tug, see what she wants to do. All right. Ding, ding, ding.
You can still get by, it's just really tight.
To break the semi out of the snowbank,
I see the light.
Colin needs to come at it from another angle.
I'm just gonna pull forward a bit.
And reposition his wrecker across all lanes.
Fastest way for me to get this guy out of here is to angle my truck across the highway. The coast is clear, so we're gonna go for it.
See, this is perfect for me now, actually. If I need to, I've got a little bit of extra working room here.
I got a truck coming.
But approaching traffic.
I'm all hooked up to him. Look off into the distance.
That guy's coming.
Forces Colin to move again.
Been up on an accident scene here, guys. Slow down.
You always got to have your eyes open and just kind of pay attention to, you know, what's coming.
Got room there now? Okay, good.
To keep one lane open and avoid any surprises, Colin resumes winching straight on from in front.
One more pull and you'll be out. Hey, Ross, try and come forward just a couple feet. Good. Put the brakes on. Perfect. I can get any sweeter than that.
This driver's lucky he's going to be able to drive away.
That's good recovery work right there.
But with this big storm here right now, there's multiple locations where chaos is happening.
All right, breathe.
It's insane up here right now.
In with the good, out with the bad. In with the good, out with the bad. Safe trucking, sir.
But I have a feeling that this is just the tip of the iceberg for tonight.
"5 miles south.
The Colton's a nightmare.
Highway maintenance crews have done all they can
Oh, Houston, we have a problem.
to keep up with the crippling storm.
It's been a very challenging night. Very, very slippery conditions with temperatures as they are.
Oh, boy.
Now, officials make the only decision they can.
You gonna make a call? Yeah, I think that'd be the best.
Hey, better shut her all down now. Shut her down.
We'll get up to all traffic.
We need to announce it closed.
We are closing the highway down in Hope. They just changed the sign. I just went underneath it. Route 5 closed, Hope to Merritt. Don't bother coming, the 5. They're turning you around and making you go back to Hope. Better find a place to camp then, huh?
We're at a catastrophic situation here. Unbelievable.
By morning,
Completely closed.
the Coke and alternate highways through Hope remain shut down.
The highway's, lifeblood is the traffic that flows on it day in, day out, 24 hours a day. And all of a sudden we go to zero.
I was here last night at 8 o'clock, and it's almost noon, I guess, today.
Just north of town, past the roadblock, 60 miles of abandoned road.
It becomes like a ghost town. It's an eerie feeling when the highway's actually closed.
Icy conditions and a second storm front closing in keep the road closed.
It has been a frigid night for hundreds of people stranded on the Coquihalla Highway. Dozens of trucks are stopped, hoping conditions improve later today.
Down in Hope,
That Flying J is so packed full, there's no way you're getting fuel.
Oh my God. Wow, I've never seen that many trucks there.
Jamie Davis gets a first-hand look at the storm's impact.
Yeah, it's jam-packed here.
This is unreal. This has shut down the economy. It's shutting down everything. Like, we've never seen this. This is just like chaos. Unreal. Nothing's moving. People can't get anywhere. I can't even drive down the street here. It's unreal. Nobody moves. Nobody's going nowhere. Unbelievable.
Is there any room down in Hope to park? No. Just a heads up for all you guys heading towards Hope. Flying J, everything's booked full, so gotta get a game plan. Lovely.
In Hope, BC,
The whole world is in chaos here right now.
Jamie Davis is gridlocked in his hometown.
Unbelievable.
Both lanes are blocked, everyone's stopped.
Last night's epic storm, and another on the way, has cut off traffic from entering the Coke from Hope, 60 miles northeast, to Merritt.
Hey, there's 200-300 trucks sitting here. A lot of guys are losing a lot of money right now.
There are miles and miles and miles of cars and people and traffic that are stuck in this closed highway.
We have people sitting underneath the exit here. We got people way down past the Flying J, and everyone's just waiting.
Hundreds of travelers and transport trucks are stuck between the barricades, trying to make their way out.
Been here for 14 hours now. Good thing we had lots of gas and we had some extra food and stuff.
I started to knit a scarf, so that's how far we got. We thought we might need a blanket because it's getting cold.
Up near the summit, Colin's been working in the closure zone since the storm hit last night.
Are you all right? All right.
Colin's been working up the Coke. He's covering miles and miles and miles of highway.
Okay, just checking on you.
And it's like things will never end there.
I'm so tired now. Hey, for the guys that are stuck up here between Merritt and Coldwater, is Coldwater all cleared off?
In a situation like this, there is no shift change. This is what's going on, and we're the guys that are going to get it done.
We got a couple of guys tangled up Larson Hill northbound.
The Larson Hill is steep, and guys spin out on it, just like they do on the Smasher.
We got a couple of tractor-trailer units that are right up against one another.
I just came by. There's 2 or 3 stuck there too. They can't get by.
A long line of traffic
Oh my.
has cut off access to the wreck.
I'm not going to be able to use my wrecker at all to free these 2 trucks up.
We're gonna figure out a plan here to get these guys pulled apart.
guess I'm just gonna have to rely on myself.
If we swing that back end out, it's gonna crush in.
My plan is to instruct these drivers to listen to me very closely.
If you just come forward, just nice and slow, you're gonna come away from this guy.
So that they can drive their trucks apart from each other.
Turn the wheels as far as you can to the right, and no stick.
If these drivers don't follow my instructions,
Good, perfect, 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 perfect. Whoa,
things are gonna get bad real fast.
break it up. Okay, now what about you? Can you turn your wheel to the left? Foot on the brake, release your brakes. When I do this, stop. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
This is definitely the first time that I've guided the two trucks apart by riding on one.
Decent, Jimmy.
Definitely a lot of firsts for me this year up here on the mountain.
Fun, fun, fun.
Colin's truck whispering gets more rigs moving down the Coke.
Larson Hill southbound is go, go, go. There's 5 cars in the ditch.
But the work is far from over.
And a truck, looks like.
Well, the highway's closed at both ends, but there's a lot of people that are stuck in the middle that need some help.
40 miles south. At the roadblock near Hope.
I'm at the back of a very long lineup that goes for a few kilometers up the road, and there's a bunch of kilometers behind me.
Hot chocolate or coffee?
Hot chocolate.
Okay, I'll get you cookies. Good.
Volunteers lend a hand.
So you can see we have hot chocolate and cookies.
People are stranded on the Coke. They've been there for hours and hours and hours. This is just people helping people.
This is about as hot as I can get it.
Awesome, thank you.
That's human nature.
At the yard,
So this is still to hit us yet.
Jamie spots another wave of extreme weather heading towards the Coke.
The storm has taken over, and we're almost dealing with a state of emergency on the Coquihalla. There's a lot of precipitation right in there that's going to hit us. We've been dealing with all of the snow, and now they're predicting freezing rain.
Near the summit,
Does anybody have any weather reports?
highway maintenance crews brace for another blast.
We're supposed to start getting 15 centimeters of snow starting this afternoon.
And what about the avalanche dangers?
That's going to be awful.
The fresh snowfall is weighing down on the mountains, raising the risk of avalanches.
What do we got?
Gord's been on the Coke.
No. Severe weather, expect rain or freezing rain over the next 24 hours.
Since yesterday's storm rolled in.
There will be avalanches. 3 years ago, we got chased off that mountain by avalanches twice. And right now, we got the same conditions just waiting to happen. So we're not taking any chances. We have a serious issue up here today, and this is a must. As soon as the avalanche warning rises above high, we throw a beacon on. Okay, we're good. We're broadcasting. If we get caught in an avalanche, the beacon allows the searchers to find us. There is a short window where you can survive, but it's not very long. There. Protection is on.
They're afraid of avalanche hazards in there now.
I want to get out of here because of the avalanche warning. Sooner the better.
Yes, Richard. Be right there. Just coming.
Gord must work fast beneath the avalanche zone.
Get in, get it done, get out. That's always my tactic.
to get drivers out of danger.
We're seeing one of those patches where you don't see a tree, that's an avalanche chute. Always respect something that can kill you.
I gotta get these guys out of the avalanche zone, and I gotta do it now.
Okay, we don't have time to waste. Hop in the truck, flash it up. Just grab them, pull them up 100 feet. Just get them out of the way. Okay, come on. We don't want to get caught here. Okay, we gotta get out of here. We gotta do it now.
By late afternoon,
it's really slippery.
the freezing rain that was forecast
The gong show should be starting soon then.
makes a bad situation worse.
The hill just turned into a skating rink going down. Now we have water on top of ice. Oh, man.
There are quite a few vehicles. Got a copy?
Dozens of truckers, paralyzed by the freezing rain, waited out right in an avalanche zone.
We got a considerable avalanche hazard. Where all these trucks are lined up now, they're at risk.
Yeah, they can't park them along here because of avalanche control.
Highway crews need to act.
You are going to case charge? Okay.
Avalanche technicians are called in to do controlled bombing from the ground.
The Avtechs are going to do a bit of a case charge at the summit bluff.
Normally,
On way.
Avtechs release the snowpack from the air.
Okay, we got a little result there. Yeah, that's
But tonight, the risk is so high,
He's definitely have a bit of punch.
there's no time to wait for daylight.
We're just doing something called case charging instead of heli bombing. So we're just putting the charge at road level.
Avalanche work going on here soon.
Before blasting can begin,
You're ordered out of the brake check.
authorities must move the rigs out of danger.
No, you can't stay here, no.
When the avalanche risk is up,
Hi there, can you get ready to roll here?
you want to get out of that zone as fast as you can.
We can't let you stay here. We need to clear out the brake check.
They're doing avalanche control. Avalanche work going on here soon.
You're ordered out of the brake check. We can't let you stay here. We need to clear out the brake check.
Minutes from a controlled blast,
They're doing avalanche control.
crews on the Coke must work fast
Can you get ready to roll here?
to move dozens of semis out of an avalanche zone.
Oh, we're going to hold off on any traffic.
As the last rig rolls away, Avtechs transport the explosives to the base of a steep slope.
As soon as you're in position, go ahead.
Then trigger a controlled avalanche.
Yeah, I'm in position here now. Go for it. Perfect. Really good clean out. Very little deposit on the road.
Copy that, thank you.
The blast is successful.
Yeah, you can send whatever you got there.
Okay, embark.
Highway crews move in to clear the road.
It's nice to know that we're not going to have a natural release when we're not expecting it.
"20 miles to the north,
Very slippery up there in places, guys.
freezing rain has turned a steep section of the Coke into a white-knuckle ride.
Top of the hill, everything was just hard-packed sheet of ice.
Colin McLean crawls his way up.
That last 2 miles is your skating rink.
To the top of Larson Hill.
Holy, look at this mess.
Larson Hill is a complete parking lot. Can't go north, can't go south. I'm just gonna have to dig through the carnage.
Oh, no, no. Look at this, man.
That's freezing rain, actually.
The conditions force Colin to pull over.
Fire on some jewelry.
And chain up. But even with chains on,
The road conditions are deplorable.
the ice may be too much.
That's how thick the ice is that we're on right now. It's about an inch thick. We're playing on a skating rink.
When you have hard, compact snow and then you add some freezing rain to that, you're dealing with really double jeopardy here.
Colin's been on the coke for 36 hours.
I am so sick of putting on chains.
The epic storm is grinding him down.
It's been 2 days. I've been up here on this mountain. I just want to get off of it.
Come on. My hands are just frozen.
But Mother Nature's got other plans for us.
Okay. We go now.
So we're gonna stick around and help her out.
Heavy wrecker backing up Larson Hill in the southbound lanes.
Another operator is also unseen.
On nights like tonight, the competition isn't the competition. We become part of that tow truck wrecker brotherhood. And together we're gonna clean this mess up.
That's a hell of a mess behind us. We got a wrecker coming down. We got 2 heavy wreckers up here all trying to get you guys
on the road. Look at the cluster in that mirror.
Even with our chains on, we have to be crawling down the hill at a slow speed.
Here we come. Sorry it took us so long.
Yeah, we appreciate all the work you guys are doing.
But the sheer ice is too much for the other wrecker.
Look at. North of the Coquihalla Bridge, those guys aren't moving at all.
On Larson Hill.
Look at the cluster in that mirror.
Colin and another operator are trying to rescue truckers caught on sheer ice.
Buddy just smashed up his new truck.
The other operator got into a little bit of an icy spot and ended up sliding into the guardrail. Now my main priority is getting the other wrecker freed up. I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah, I gotta get James on stuff.
I'm gonna get that other wrecker unjammed.
The last thing I need to do is put my wrecker in the situation that he's in right now, because if that happens, we're in a world of hurt.
This is just absolute chaos.
You better be on the top of your game here right now, or the mountain's gonna win.
Wow, this is just freaking crazy.
Colin positions his wrecker as far away as he can.
I know that the area he's in is basically like quicksand. It's gonna suck me in if I get too close to him.
He needs to walk his winch line.
Absolutely insane.
Down more than 100 feet of glare ice.
Like, this is just absolutely nuts.
Just trying to keep my feet up underneath me and not fall and hurt myself, and I've never really seen it this bad up here before.
This is insane.
plan is to have Colin save my bacon. He's gonna swing the front end of my truck back around.
I'm just gonna winch the front out, kind of get him straight here.
Does anybody know what's going on here? Or? She's right against the barrier wall.
I got my winch line spooled all the way out.
You punched the nose post there pretty hard. Yeah, that's a little different, eh?
All right, just put it in neutral and release your brakes.
Try and get it over towards me a bit.
Yeah, there you go. That.
We got the other wrecker back on the road.
That worked just like it was supposed to.
But with the conditions that we're working in right now, it's going to be a really tough go.
If we're not making it down on chains, there's no way in hell we're bringing these guys up.
By 3 a.m., a grader shows up to help.
It's definitely a game changer. It's going to break through this ice and at least give us a chance.
They're going to chew the whole way down here.
With a path carved through the ice.
I'm going to get all the tow trucks to start towing these guys up in the lane that's been where the ice has been cut.
Colin and the other wrecker can get to work.
We got a lot of trucks here to clean up. You know, pitter patter, let's get at her.
What do you got?
The truck with the lights on.
Yeah.
Is there any chance
we can move him? Yeah. We should keep one of us sort of up at the top of the hill in case any of these guys get into trouble.
I heard people are being pulled up with chains on. Yeah, copy that. Thanks, my driver.
We're gonna go first gear pretty much the whole way up.
We're gonna try and follow this path here that's being cut by the graders. 10-4.
I'm definitely on my third wind. I just want to get off the mountain.
The next morning, after 3 days of chaos,
We are getting ready to open up the road.
crews get the word everyone's been waiting for
Thank goodness. Woo!
and open the highway.
Everybody's been beaten by Mother Nature.
They're starting to move now.
The clouds have parted, the sun's coming out. People can get back to normal life.
There's cars everywhere, but they're coming through. Here's open, driver.
3 days inside his truck.
Hammer down.
Colin is finally heading home.
Road's open.
I'm mentally exhausted. I'm physically exhausted. But at the same time, I'm kind of just riding the high of, you know, what we just all accomplished up there.
Ready to dance, baby girl? You ready to dance?
After his first winter of mountain heavy rescue.
I'm the new kid in the sandbox up here.
And a few hard lessons along the way.
Hey!
It's a different beast up here for sure in the mountains. The weather changes in a heartbeat.
Got approximately 5 inches of snow.
Colin adapted to his new role.
He's good!
As Jamie's right-hand man.
Decent, Jimmy, decent!
He did it. Just a first-class guy. He's done a first-class job, and I'm looking forward to working with him next year.
Good job, Jim.
Hey, wrecker operators. I know you don't hear it very often, so thank you for everything you do out here.
No problem, man. That's why we make the big bucks. Drive the fancy truck.
Even for a veteran,
The third morning I watched the sun come up on this hill.
the trip down the mountain can't come soon enough.
This has been 3 days of hell. I think I've gotten maybe 2 or 3 hours sleep at a time. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm cranky, and I want to go home.
627 from All Quarry.
But Gord Boyd's replacement
Nothing's moving.
is trapped at the bottom of the Coke.
I feel sorry for Gordy. He's been here for like 3 or 4 days.
Traffic that's been waiting to use the Coke for days
Let you know when we start to move.
is bottlenecked near Hope.
The highway's open right now, but there's just so many people, nobody's going anywhere in a hurry.
Almost better off to just stay in Hope. Oh, well, we're back up to the cellar right now.
At the base of the Coquihalla Highway, near the town of Hope,
Almost better off to just stay in Hope. There's that much traffic.
Al Clyring's trying to get his heavy wrecker up the mountain.
I feel sorry for Gordy because he's been up here like for 4 days, 3 nights.
To relieve Gord Boyd.
The third morning I watched the sun come up on this hill. It's pretty rare for me to spend 3 days up there. But we had the perfect storm. The highways were closed. I knew I was on my own.
That place can chew a person up very easy until you're overwhelmed up and you start just losing your mind. So you beat your last record?
Yeah, I did. My previous record was 25 totals. This is a new record for me, 30 in one night. I thought that was pretty good. You know, non-stop. But I still haven't beat Al. Al did 47 in one night. Gotta try and top that.
You've done good, and I'm proud of you, really. You've done all right. You survived the night, that's for sure.
I'm out of gas.
You take your chains off and go to bed until I come bang on the door.
We got it done. Nobody got hurt, and we're all going home.
Gord's shift is finally over.
Westbound side there's a truck that went off in the left.
And Al's is just beginning.
Query, you found your way up there. What do we got going on the hill there, fellas? The highway's completely open and traffic's moving in.
Life is returning to normal for Jamie as well.
Plows are working. The highway's starting to move slowly but surely.
But not everyone is on the move.
Been up here for 2 days, 2.5 days, and my batteries are wearing out.
One stranded driver needs to be saved.
We've heard about a trucker that's been stuck on the Coke for 48 hours plus.
The guy we're going to get here probably hasn't eaten for the 2 or 3 days now, so we've got to go give him a hand.
Just been a hell of a week.
When you're on the Coquihalla for hours and hours and hours, it's almost like being in a prison. And it plays funny things with people's minds. Hey, how you doing?
After 2 cold nights on the mountain, Doug Newrader finally has good news for his family.
Hey, sweetheart. I'm just here with Jamie Davis right now, trying to figure out a way to get me down.
Your family's at home. You want to finish your day, but you can't do that.
She's about as stressed as I am, if not more. Crying on the phone to me, and I've been emotional myself with her.
I'm just gonna try to jump the starter.
But getting him home is tougher than Jamie expected.
This isn't an easy deal, really. You know, it's a tough deal.
The rig's faulty starter is not a quick fix. And towing it out of the pullout around an abandoned B train is another problem.
Honestly, I just want to get the hell off the mountain.
It's gonna take some time and be a little bit difficult to get his truck towed. What to do?
What do we got going on the hill there, fellas?
After one of the biggest storms in years,
Traffic's slowing there. It's open both lanes now.
Jamie's up on the coke.
I'm just gonna try to jump the starter.
Trying to rescue a trucker stranded for the last 2 days.
It's just been a hell of a week.
After sizing up the situation, Jamie makes the only call he can.
What's really most important here is getting the driver to a place where he can have a shower, he can get something to eat. Okay, I'll give you a ride back down and deal with it later. Get him out of the zone here. We'll come back in a couple hours and get the truck. He's the priority now.
I'm gonna grab something to eat, starving, and my dispatch and company are gonna try and get me home from there. Honestly, I don't want to come back.
After a short ride down the mountain, Jamie and his passenger arrive in Hope.
You probably want to get into fresh clothes too, eh?
Pretty much.
Hey, partner. I got this extra here, and I got you one of the Flying J showers too for you. So
awesome.
Yeah, so you should be good. And you got a ride coming then, pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you'll be good. Cool. I'm gonna go head up the hill and get your truck.
Okay, thank you so
All
much.
right. Have a good, safe trip back.
Yeah.
You bet.
You have a safe day. Jamie went above and beyond. He will never know how much it really hits me.
Drivers look after drivers. You know, it's an unwritten rule. It might be tomorrow I'll need his help. That's the way it rolls.
One of the worst events to shut down the coke is over.
We've never seen a storm like that in years. You have to just put your head down and get through it. And we did that.
Jamie can return to his yard.
After 3 days of heavy snowfall and, you know, not so nice 3 days, 24 hours a day, the phone's ringing and all the stress with the extra snow. I actually have, like, there's some light at the end of the tunnel, and that's seeing Mighty Mo done. How's this coming?
We're ready for a test.
Mighty Mo is a classic record Jamie brought home last year.
Yeah. It was kind of the rotator of the day, an 850 Holmes. It's old school, and so am I. One of my pet projects has been to get Mighty Mo on the road.
Okay, watch your eyes.
The season was so busy that we really couldn't put the time into it to get it done.
We're getting so close now, you can taste it.
We're winding down the winter now. We're at the end.
Yep, axles, and it'll move on its own.
Axles, and then paint, right?
Yep.
We're all working together to finish off the last few things. Cool, let's give her a whirl.
Okay, fire in the hole.
And she's gonna be on the road.
Giving him a joust. Okay. Up.
Way up?
All the way up.
Aha! Yeah!
Perfect. Nice.
That truck hasn't been on the road in 12 to 15 years. Watching it start to move again and work and you know, just touch the controls, that means we're just about there. We're so close. At the start of this winter, I was really focused on downsizing the program. We just came off of a year and a half of horrible, financial times. And if it came right down to it, it'd be just me working. See this? I got this right here. Just jam. March 1st, I'm gonna have to make the cuts. And then the weather hit, and everybody who was working in our crew,
Want me to jump in there and turn the wheel?
and they just, yeah, I'm on it, yep, I'm on it, and they did it.
Tow truckers are tough sons of bitches.
We worked on phasing out more expensive equipment and bringing in older, paid-for trucks that can do the job as well.
It's coming good. Dispatch.
We've opened up another location in Chilliwack, and that business is starting to take off.
Okay, I'll get him over there right away.
It's a different game we're playing now. It's a better game. With weather like we had this winter, really the cream rose to the top and the spoils went to the bottom. We've turned the ship around, and we're almost at full steam. In my world, the road goes on forever and the highway never ends. I'm still fine-tuning. It's not over yet.
Next time on the season finale of Highway Thru Hell.
Wow.
A special journey. Jamie explores the history of the tow truck.
Can you imagine a world that really didn't have any tow trucks?
And the origins of heavy rescue.
Just stand clear.
Plus, Mighty Mo
Look at how fast that goes.
roars back to life.
I can't wait to get out on the highway.